כל השונה הלכות בכל יום הבטח לו שהוא בין העולם הבא. Bezrat Hashem, we're here on Friday, the 6th day of Hashem Korach, and Bet Midrash on Griffin and southwest corner of 35th Avenue. Bezrat Hashem, today we'll be discussing two mitzvot. Mitzvah number 465, the city that we said yesterday, 464, we were mitzvah to destroy because they strayed away from Hashem. That city, mitzvah number 465, will be prohibition to rebuild it, chas v'shalom. And also, mitzvah number 466 will be discussing today. From that city, once you have destroyed it and burned it, there is totally zero pleasure. You may not have any benefit from that city. Please join us right here for a few minutes, Rabbi. Okay. So the mitzvot are sponsored today. Lulu Nishmat, Emil, Ben Yaakov וגולדה, וללו נשמת, דוד לולו נשמת. אהרון בן רחל, and then להבדיל בין למתים לחיים, לדעת השם לרפואה שלמה לכל חולי עמו ישראל, ליעקב בן רחל, וגם חיה בת לאה, יוסף חיים בן מפרד, ראובן בן לילי, ליבי בן רחלי, ליאור בן אהובה, יוסף בן מרים, משה בן מרים לידיה, רפואה שלמה לכל חולי עמו ישראל. בכבוד. עברנו שף כמה דקות. זה אין דבר כזה. You did shopping yesterday for Shabbat. Come on. Few minutes. Sit down, and then go. Listen, I promise you, any money you lose, you get back, you guaranteed refund. Mitzvah 465. Shabbat Shalom. שלא לבנות עיר הנידחת לכמות שהייתה. The prohibition is you're not allowed to rebuild the city that was עיר הנידחת, that was straight and בדו דוד הזרעה. To its original state. As it says, שלא לבנות עיר הנידחת לעולם, ועל זה נאמר, and says over there, chapter 13 in דברים, pasuk 17, והייתה תל עולם, לא תבנה עוד. It should be like a sign for the world forever, and it should not be rebuilt. You need a jacket? You need my jacket? You have a jacket right there. Yeah, take it, put it on. You don't need to be cold. I don't need you to get sick and tell me Sunday you're not coming because you're cold.
No, I have other needs that I've looked into.
שורש מצווה, כעניין מה שכתבתי, בסדר זה, בשרפת עיר הנידחת, עשה חטא. Okay, we already discussed what was the purpose. This city, right, where the straight from Hashem, you want to stop this deviation, as we already spoke, that we're talking about a complete annihilation of a city. There has to be, obviously, so many steps that we spoke of yesterday, and many things we didn't speak about yesterday. It's a very big parasha. It's a very big. Maybe people don't understand that we got to say yes. That Hakadosh Baruch Hu hates this fact that people go ahead and stray from Him, meaning go and do avodah zarah. But people don't understand, and people are avodah zarah. That's the worst thing in the world. Hashem. The worst thing in the world, people don't understand, is hurting people. People don't understand that. When a person does avodah zarah, the fact is here. In order to kill a person who did avodah zarah, you know how much rules are. As we said yesterday, we test witnesses to know if they know all the celestials. Things that have nothing to do with anything. Yeah, they have to know exactly what year, what time, what Shemitah year, what group of the Shemitah. What the seventh group of the year. There's so many tests, but they're basically like this. The Gemara says a Beidin that kills one time in 70 years, this is a murderer Beidin. You hear what's going on there? We're not talking about by goyim. It's a goy steals a little toothpick, you have to kill him, and it's a good thing. In America, the jail should not be full. In America, there should be one jail for the whole America. One jail. Why? Because all the crimes are murder crime. They're capital punishment. A goy that steals has to be punished. There's no question asked. Only jail probably is going to be that somebody does white collar crimes. But this guy, I don't understand. He raped, he shecht the girl, and even does more difficult things. He go to life to jail. And there, Rabbi Moshe, myself, I don't know. I earned.
In Israel, Arab person rape a girl.
Yeah.
And the judge let him go free.
That's right.
Because she didn't go against him.
Shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen. This is not. Don't be surprised, Habibi.
Wow.
Don't be surprised.
Don't talk about Israel. Whatever you do,
don't be surprised. Relax. Don't worry about it. I don't talk about Vindina. I don't talk about the criminals over there, the government. I'm talking about very simple.
The judge was also.
That's not the point. The point is, it's a crime against humanity to have jails packed with criminals.
I understand.
That is a crime. If a criminal committed a crime, we murder him. The goyim have to kill him
Not murder,
instantly.
execute.
Execute him.
Yeah, murder is
Capital.
illegal.
Yeah, capital punishment. Every sin. We're talking about stealing a toothpick as a capital punishment. Finish. No questions asked. White crime. Okay, that's the only jail I'll be masking to. A white crime where there's no criminal offense, like real criminal offense. What is a crime? White crime? White crime with contract. The guy did. Okay, listen. If you left it opening, you let somebody steal from you on paper, it's your problem. Okay, so that we don't punish.
But that is that.
What?
If you're going to say one breath that if somebody steals,
Yeah.
the commandment says thou shalt not steal, right?
Right,
So
right.
if somebody steals physically
Yeah.
by taking somebody's money,
Yeah.
or somebody's taking somebody's money through paper,
Right.
it's still the same.
No, it's
crime.
not.
Right,
No, it's not.
If it's that.
No, it's not. You, as an
How should
individual.
you know we had a
Excuse
we
me,
had a guy
excuse
who
me.
stole billions of dollars from
White
many
crime?
people.
White crime? No.
Hurt a lot of people.
Again, that's the only jail sentence you could have. Again, white crime is very simple. There is two people at fault: the thief and the person who allowed to be stolen from. It's his fault also. You have to be very careful who you trust money with. Finished. The Torah is all about it. The Torah tells you. However, the guy comes in. What should I do? I have my apples. I'm selling my apples, and the guy comes in and steals apples. What's that? The end of the barsov. That's the whole point. The Kadosh Baruch Hu says by goyim, once they start stealing, there is no end to it. There's no end to it.
With California.
It's just gonna go. Yeah, right now in California, you're allowed to go into the store in the middle of broad daylight with a hammer, break the glass, and you take anything under $1,000. If they protest,
Mitzvoth.
they go to jail. Whoever protested goes to jail.
They are closing now.
In New York, same thing. Of course. Well, in Chicago, Walmarts are being closed.
Yeah.
Of course. Why? Because you have such a ridiculous thing. Oh, if you stole under $10, it's a misdemeanor. It's not a felony. Oh, Habibi, immediately execution. Immediately. That's
A
it.
penny and a million at the same.
Right. However, by white collar crime, both parties are at fault. You trusted the wrong person. So why should we kill him? The guy went, oh yeah, okay, that go to jail. Oh, that is jail, nice jail. Anyway,
Let me
yes,
ask you a
sir.
question. Did the Torah make a distinction between blue collar and white collar?
Yes, I just told you.
The Torah specifically.
Yes. The Torah says when you trust a person with money and he's storing money for you, and then let's say not money, let's say an object.
Investment.
You gave him a hammer, and then you come back tomorrow. Where's my hammer? Somebody stole it. Wait a minute. You ask a question. Can I answer?
I'm begging
Can I
you.
answer?
Answer.
Very good. Here's the answer. He says tomorrow, I didn't take your hammer. Habibi, it's a golden hammer. It costs $1 million. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. But somebody stole it from me. Okay? Very good. If he was there, the Beidin says patur. Okay? A month later, they found the gold hammer in this guy, in his pocket, in his possession. The Torah says, oh, you're a criminal. You stole. Pay double. $2 million. You have to return the hammer, plus $1 million on top. The Torah discusses about white crime. That's a white crime. White collar crime. You trusted somebody with money, and he ripped you off. Both of you in somewhat fault, but he's going to get punished. Don't forget. But there's no offense. There's no criminal. What's his name? Go to jail. Chas v'shalom. This is all nonsense. What do you wanted to ask me again, please?
I guess investments. Investments would be a separate.
Yes.
category.
No. That's what we're talking about. What's investment? In trusting an individual with your possessions, and he's misusing it. That's white collar crime. What else you wanted to ask me, Habibi? But somebody went ahead and stole from somebody. First of all, the Torah says somebody comes to steal physical action. There is more element of than a white collar crime. Why? Because there's an element of murder. When he's going to get caught that he is stealing from you under the market, under the table, there's a big potential he's going to kill you because he doesn't want to get hurt. Rashi says clearly he's coming to kill. A white collar crime, nobody coming to kill. He just wants the money. He doesn't want to hurt you. That's why he's doing it illegally. That's why he's doing it fraud. All this fraud. This is all white collar crime. All these people should go to jail. But physical, I'm talking to you. We're just talking stealing an apple at the storefront. Person should be executed. I'm not even beginning to tell you so much crime in trains and pushing and shoving and slicing. Hashem Rachem. And misdemeanor. Misdemeanor? You people going around, they give needles, just poking people. You know how many times it happens in New York? Poking people just with a needle and going away.
Why?
Stam.
It's a needle, so.
Any needle. He takes a needle and he goes around and he wants everybody in the world to be same blood type. Yep.
Affected needle?
Affected, not affected. He pokes 100 people with the same needle. What are you going to get?
Oh, wow.
The guy's a psychopath. Yeah? Execution. Instantly. What's the question asked? No questions asked. No questions asked. Rabbi, you crazy? The guy he only poked somebody. Why should I execute him? That's right. That's what Torah tells him.
He's intentionally getting people sick.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Intentionally, not intentionally. He's harming people. Should he execute it? There's no question. There's no other way around. That's what Torah says. What are you doing, people? Okay. Anyway, Dinah Mitzvah. So now we have. How did we start this point? The point is, the Torah came now. I wanted to stress the most important part right now of this discussion is that HaKadosh Baruch Hu hates the most, more than Avodah Zarah, even though the Avodah Zarah is on the top of the list. Right? The Torah tells us you're not allowed to do Avodah Zarah. You're allowed to put your neck down and let them kill you, not to do Avodah Zarah. The worst part is hurting another Jew, hurting another person. This is the worst thing. The Gemara says, Ir anidachad. How did I come to this? It says like this: if you have a full city of, let's say, even the whole Jewish city is doing total Avodah Zarah, so David can't kill them, right? So what do? And you see them all multi-billionaires making profits. They're all Avodah Zarah, mamash. They don't care about Hashem. You go there, guaranteed, they don't hurt each other. Guaranteed, that city, nobody's hurting each other. Nobody talks Lashon Hara. Nobody defames anybody, profanes anybody. Nothing. They all separate. All have respect to each other. It's a guarantee. Baduk u'menoseh. Hashem doesn't care about Avodah Zarah so much, as long as we don't hurt each other. Again, it's not an encouragement to go and do Avodah Zarah. I'm just telling you that the people are so stressed. Chas v'shalom, chas v'shalom. Sefer Torah. Sidur. Sidur fell down. You care about a human falling down? Do you care about a human being falling down? I have a guy over here. I got a Yemenite. It's cursing me, calling me up, pranking me, calling me names. Lashon Hara about me all over Florida. Why? Because I speak against the government of Israel who destroyed Yemenite people. And he's a Yemenite. And he's upset with me that I'm fighting Hashem's war. It's Hashem. It says clearly, you're supposed to despise these people. They're Rashayim. The whole point was they're going to destroy Yiddishkeit, Jewish people from Jewishness. In one generation they accomplished. Russia, Imach Shemo, Stalin, Vezichro, they had power, 70 years, right? Which generation started to go against Hashem in Tashkent? Only the last generation, right before me. That means 60 years after the Stalin power, they were coming in and arresting. My rabbi in Boropark, Rabbi Shlomo Chaim Yazov, was sitting in jail for teaching Torah in Samarkand. Okay? This was in 1970s, right before he left to America. Okay? So, again, from 1920s to 1970s, that's 50 years. It took 50 years, and the only generation that will stray away from Hashem, we Buharians have boys marrying girls, Goyish girls, only that generation. In the 70s it started. Can you imagine 50 years it took Stalin to break through the Jewishness of Bukharian Jews? This Taimani Miskenim, they came into Israel within one generation, it was gone. 90% of Yemenite Jews were gone in one generation.
No, not together.
Oh yeah, gone from Yiddishkeit. Dropped Jewishness. The next generation, nothing. I davened with Taimani for 3 years in Borough Park. Not one did I see with Kukula. Okay, and you're telling me I cannot talk about against this government? Of course we talk about this government. Now, but I just want us to stress the most important thing Hashem wants is Shalom Ben Achim. He wants peace. But Rabbi, you're talking bad. Why? How are you going to have peace? Why? I understand. If you don't understand, if you don't care about other people's feelings, what should I do with you? What should I do with you? I have to say what I have to say because Hashem commands me to fight people who fight Hashem. And they didn't fight against the Yemenite, they fought against Hashem. The Jewish people who came to Israel, the government was fighting against Hashem. And they're still fighting. You think they're not? Bibi Netanyahu decided, I don't care about Jewish people. I'm going to close the shops and starve people. And they did that. And he did that.
What do you mean?
The government of Israel decided they're going to starve people. Why? Because we have this sickness around. Let's close all the stores. Let's close everybody. Baruch Hashem, you have enough money. You don't care. No, you should be crying. I saw people.
What do you mean? What do you mean money?
Very simple. 90%, 80% of Israel are people paycheck to paycheck.
Okay.
25 shekels an hour they make. Paycheck to paycheck. And most of them are in entertainment business. Restaurants, bars, everything's closed. Mr. Bibi Netanyahu decided to close the country. Who do you think you are? Rasha Kamocha. What are you doing? What are you doing? Again, I'm what?
You can't judge him because
yes, you could.
Everything was confused.
You can't,
Everybody was confused.
Habibi, that's the point. You can't judge people, asur, to judge the Kav Zechut, but Rashaim. Bibi Netanyahu is the biggest Rasha of the world. They're allowing all the znud, all the pritzut, all the murder, all the unborn babies are being murdered by this government. Now the government decided, this statement, that's what I'm trying to teach people. You can't judge Rashaim the Kav Zechut. It's asur. You cannot give Kav Zechut to Rashaim. Because why? Very simple. If you give Kav Zechut to Rashaim, you will give Kav Chova leZechaim. And that's the problem. That's what people don't understand. And this guy, Yemenite over here, is driving me crazy. He even calls me up yesterday. Rabbi Sofer, we heard you coming to Israel. Be careful, there's police. They're going to arrest you by the airport. Please, who talks like this? A little bit nonsense. Nonsense. Yeah, I want to speak to... I went to Israel many times. I'm not worried about it. B'srifat Iran nidachat, okay. Dinei mitzvah. Now, so again, HaKadosh Baruch Hu came to the fact that the city has to be destroyed. דיני המצווה, מה שאמרו זכרותם לברכה, בפירוש לא תיבנה, you're not allowed to rebuild it, שאין בונים אותה לעשותה בדיני מדינה. You're not allowed to rebuild that country that was destroyed by the Beit Din, obviously, as we discussed yesterday, anywhere back to become the same country. דהיינו, בתים כמו שהייתה, אבל מותר לעשותה גנים ופרדסים, however, you're allowed to make out of this city that, make like, I don't know, a zoo, attraction, whatever it is. You're still allowed to do this, as the Gemara says over there. The prohibition of rebuilding the city is no matter man or woman. Obviously, only at the time of Beit HaMikdash, only at the time when we have Sanhedrin Agdolah. Okay? Mitzvah number 464. So now we have a prohibition. What happened? The city was, Baruch Hashem, very prosperous. There's a lot of money there, a lot of gold, a lot of precious items. When you burn everything, there's a prohibition to take any gold from it. As it says, chapter 13, Pasuk 18, you're not allowed to have any of that cherem, to have any benefit from him. וגם בכלל עליו הזה, גם כן, כל דבר עבודה זרה, כמו שכתבתי למעלה בסדר היה היקף. As already told you, in the mitzvah number 429, anything that has to do with Avodah Zarah, this is like it. Even though the city, listen, what's the connection of the bet house with Avodah Zarah? Right? The whole city was charged that most of them are in Nedacha, they're people going against Hashem. So you could say, why am I not allowed to use anything from a bet house? Let's say they had, I don't know, the toilets were made out of gold. You could have it, right? So why can't you use it? Because that bet house was part of Avodah Zarah. It's like it's noi. It becomes like it's like we said before. Anything that Avodah Zarah beautifies the Avodah Zarah, you're not allowed to use it ever. So same thing there. This city. Once the city was declared Iran Nidachat, the city has to be destroyed. Nothing from that city could be used. Bezat Hashem, Shabbat Shalom. Let's make shalom between all the Jews.